Hey, welcome back. Let's talk about the mages mechanics as well as attack in the third 960 Abyss dungeon in LOSTARK. As always, as a quick reminder that I do stream on Twitch, so don't forget to follow me over at Twitch as well. Anyway, let's get started. First thing you can observe is that at the beginning of the fight, your two party will actually be split up. The 4 of you will be fighting a shark, while the other 4 of you will be fighting a siren, which is the female version. And let's get started. When the female first hit 15 HP bar, a bunch of orb will spawn in the field, and there will be one orb exactly that is going to be yellow. You and your party must defeat the yellow orb. However, when you defeat the black orb, your vision will decrease dramatically, which make it harder to observe where the yellow ball is, and thus it's harder to chase down the yellow ball. Once you have created the safe zone, a portal will be created in the middle of the map on the female side, which allow you to rejoin your other party member on the other side of the fight. You and your entire party must then stand in the safe zone to avoid the upcoming one-shot attack. Any party member who is not in the safe zone will be one-shotted by this attack. This exact mechanics will happen once again when you defeat the female siren, however without the teleport mechanics in the middle, because the 8 of you will already have rejoined it in the boss fight. Otherwise, if you ever get a debuff on you, simply stand on these purple area created by the siren in order to remove them. And that's pretty much conclude the entire fight about its major attack as well as major mechanics. For the second boss of the Abyss, you'll be facing a frost giant in the 360 arena. Over the arena, there are these 4 pillars that you should keep track of the position at all time. Every 4 HP bar that the boss drop, the mechanics will begin. One of the player will have a mark under him, while every other player will have a red circle under them. You must spread to prevent the red circle from hitting the other player. However, the player with the red mark must then run between the boss and the pillar, and he must stand on the pillar to complete the mechanics. The boss will then attack one of the pillar and destroy it in the process. This will repeat a total of 4 times, however, as each pillar is destroyed one after the other, the difficulty of destroying the pillar will further increase every time you destroy one. So it is again important for you to keep track of which pillar is currently remaining and make sure that you stay near that pillar in case you are the marked player. Moving on to the third boss, however, before we begin, you and your party should divide yourself into 8 positions, forming an arrow, and here is a easy way to assign your party member to a designated position. The reason why this is important is because every 90 seconds, the boss will attempt to do this one-shot attack, and you must stand in a safe spot that is spread out across the map in the shape of an arrow to survive the attack. Once again, simply head to your designated position in that safe zone to avoid the attack. Other than that, he will apply a debuff onto you every time you get hit, and when you have 5 of these debuffs, you create a giant frozen field right under you. At this point, if any of your party member is hit by a field, they will be frozen. So what you want to do is make sure when you have a frozen field under you, you run away from your party so that you do not freeze up your teammate. With that being said, let's talk about its first major mechanics. When the boss hit 28 HP bar, he will begin his first major mechanics, in which he will jump to the center of the map. A major stagger check will then begin, and you must stagger the boss before he do his attack. And to be honest, you should be pretty used to stagger check at this point. You must then make sure that these yellow balls do not come in contact with the inner wall of the map here, and these big yellow ball will also spawn as well. However, these can only be staggered and cannot be destroyed. The small one you can destroy in a couple hit, however the big one you can only stagger, and you can actually not destroy them. The big one will simply stop moving, so as soon as you see them stop moving, simply move on to the next one. If too many yellow ball touches the wall, then it will cause a wipe. When the boss hit 20 HP bar, then he will enter the second phase of his attack, in which all of his attack will gain additional effect as well as just being more deadly in general. However, there is one other major attack that you should watch out for. One of these attacks is going to be the ice field. Within the ice field, there is going to be a spinning ball, and one of the players should go and touch the spinning ball, which will freeze up the player. This will freeze the person who touched the ball, but will prevent everyone else from freezing. Finally, at the 12 HP bar, the boss will once again perform the stagger mechanics that you have seen before with the yellow balls. Do know that while all of these is happening, the arrow mechanics will still happen every 9 seconds, so don't forget about that, which we mentioned at the beginning of the boss fight. With that being said, that is going to be the major mechanics as well as attack in this boss fight. And with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because I want to see you guys next time as well. So yeah, see you next time.